Hello, basketball fans. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Durant is out there with Bol. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's O'Neal in at the shooting guard. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the three, the small forward. There's Garland. Plays it in off the breakaway. Garland's got the first basket of the game for the Cavs.
And how's that for a two-way effort? Garland right on top of that.
Drills it from outside. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved. Look at Garland drawing the defense's attention just to give it away.
Booker the pass to Dunn. Inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Mobley has screen on Booker. The wide open look here for Garland. It's good from long range. Garland's got 5.
The quick thinking of Garland and the pick and roll. His decision making is so impressive.
O'Neal kicks to KD. The Cavaliers pull it in. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
They don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Durant against Mobley. And KD, here we go.
Super long. KD's arms stretched for days, helping him slam it on the bounce.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Booker left side. And that one, good. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
Woo, Booker showing some power.
Booker against Garland. Kicks it out to Allen. Off target with his 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to Bol. Back to Durant. Here's Bol. The 3. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. Mobley outside. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Booker the pass to KD. O'Neal looking around. Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And from undrafted to journeyman to starter, Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Garland's got 10.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
Booker outside. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Garland against O'Neal. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Kept alive, Bull, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, inside, Bull, he does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Clock at 6. Wade sets the pick for Hunter. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Goes up on the wing. Thompson misses.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Dunn sets a screen for Booker. A fader. Good on the triple. He's got 8.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Beal with a screen for Booker. No good on the last second attempt there. Darius Garland has been leading the charge for Cleveland. He got into double digits. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Ole is out there with Durant, and it's done. Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Gracious.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Mitchell sets the screen for Hunter. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Back to Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Mitchell is so efficient and crafty inside that paint. Sometimes you forget he's only 6'2".
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And Thompson kicks to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Mitchell outside. A deep three from Thompson. It's hauled in by Dunn. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say is the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. And the dunk by Booker.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
To the middle, here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back in fourth start, that's for sure.
Bull, a screen on Mobley. For 3, Durant in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Garland in for Okoro. The Suns making a change here as well. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Bolt.
How does he do that? Booker absorbs the foul but stays cool, knocks down the shot.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Okoro's checked in. O'Neal's checked in for Phoenix. Grayson Allen comes in for Dunn. Garland dishes to Mobley. And they go to the intentional foul. Damian Lee is checked in for Booker.
First team foul. Sun substitution.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Thompson with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Garland. Lee with the steal. Here's O'Neal. He has yet to score. Now Richards. He's covered by Thompson. Out to Lee. Fires for 3. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And here's Garland for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He's just a crafty ball handler that does a great job of selling his moves. Garland, this man will hit the break, stop, and pop.
O'Neal inside. Mobley's there. 6 to shoot. Allen passes to Richards. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
To the paint, here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Nice pass right there from Garland. Love seeing that selfless attitude.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Max Strus is checked in for Okoro. He hits both from the stripe.
It doesn't matter where Beal is on the court. He can flat out score and puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
There's Garland. Here he goes. Pass to Hunter. And Thompson kicks to Strus. Beyond the arc, and they get it back. They get it back. Mobley dishes to Thompson. Now Strus. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Suns on top, up by, thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in a point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. Garland with the screen for Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Stolen by O'Neal. Mobley Mobley against Allen. O'Neal from long range. The three-pointer is right on target. O'Neal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. A different look now for Cleveland. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Evan Mobley. And it's Okoro in for Max Strus. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Bol, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. Dunn, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Devin Booker in for Lee. Here's Dunn. No good from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 5. From the arc. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Allen. Mitchell's got 9.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell or else he will punish you right off the catch.
Durant with a wide open look. There's the triple from Durant. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Running the floor, Durant pushes himself to get ahead of the defense.
Mitchell kicks to Okoro. They set the pick. Back to Mitchell. Hunter on the wing. 5 to shoot. To the inside. And Bull sends it back. And now the Suns at fast break. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Evan Mobley's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now here's Booker. D right on him. Here's Beal. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
Dunn looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Bull, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Mitchell right side. Allen a screen on Dunn. Here's Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Play is under video review under NBA rules. 2 minutes.
it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Garland, count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
And right now, Garland has it stuck on automatic. This man, he's getting whatever shot he wants.
And Beal kicks the ball. No good on the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Mitchell outside. And now we've got the intentional foul. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Second team foul. Now into lineup for your Cavaliers. Number 12, DeAndre Hunter.
Garland against Booker. Garland with the bucket. Now it's just a 3-point Suns lead.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Phoenix. Royce O'Neal comes in for Bradley Beal. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here's Booker, covered by Okoro. And it's in there.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Garland. Booker outside. Durant for 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
3 points.
Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Suns, Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Durant. And it's done in at the 3 slot. Okoro passes to Garland. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Hunter against Booker. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
For the Cavaliers, Allen's checked in for Thompson. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
Stolen by Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Okoro finds Mitchell, and he uses the glass on the layup. And 11 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And Mitchell is used to this. Teams are going to play him physical in that lane.
Richards passes to O'Neal. Booker outside. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Allen. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Suns making a switch here. Bulls checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Mitchell kicks it out to Garland. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Okoro. Mobley finds Garland. Rejected by Booker. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Garland.
Number 12, DeAndre Hunter.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Booker dishes to O'Neal. Pass to KD. 5 on the clock. Back to O'Neal. Booker is screen on Mitchell. O'Neal from long range. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mitchell passes to Okoro. Durant with the steal. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and the Suns miss again. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Mitchell in the corner for 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Booker up top, covered by Okoro. Pass to Durant. Durant blazing up.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
Okoro kicks to Mobley. Now Hunter takes it inside. Misses the easy stuff. Latrey. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Booker outside. The 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Phoenix.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ's still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell. Bangs home the trifecta. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns.
Durant.
17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lets it go from deep. KD's shot is off. For the 3. No good there. So it's the Suns winning easily here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be
Battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And now the opening lineup for New York. We've got OG Anunoby. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Precious Achiuwa, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Mitchell finds Allen. Shot from the top of the key. And it's New York with a rebound.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Towns. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Brunson against Garland. Achiuwa with a screen on Garland. Shot clock at 5.
Garland at his size has got to use his athleticism to be an effective defender.
And the Knicks miss again. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Okoro with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Drills it from deep.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
And New York has possession. Achiuwa passes to Bridges. The 3. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out Towns. Outside Anunoby. Oh, and Mobley with the block. For the finish. And Mobley throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Brunson. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Towns, left side, over Garland, and there's Towns on the assist from Brunson.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Mitchell into the lane. Here's Mobley. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for Darius Garland.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Hunter with the ball. Towns covering. Hunter passes to Allen. Fires the 3. And Hunter hits from deep.
Well, the footwork for Hunter there was really solid. Able to catch and shoot.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Wright's checked in for New York.
Number 0, DeLon Wright.
And Anunoby for 3. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Hunter. And Anunoby pulls it down.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Anunoby. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the night. Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achiuwa. That's his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in.
Your Cavaliers.
A Minute 15 left in the first quarter of the game.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Here's Achua. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Mobley, a screen on right. Garland, the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Assessing that possession right there. Garland waiting for the opening to find the man.
Right with the bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
The drive by Garland. Allen finds Mobley. And here's Mitchell. Pass to Allen. Okoro on the wing. Anunoby covering. Just 5 to shoot. Allen. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
Here's Towns. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Garland looking around. Here's the 3. That one is off. Good if it goes. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
But simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Isaac Okoro is out there with Thompson. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
Well, Garland, a volume shooter right now from deep. He's capable of getting hot.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Now here's Thompson. Left side, Garland. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Garland. 5 points in the game. Back to Mitchell. Tries again. Mitchell in close range. Effortless.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
For 3, Bridges gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Garland against Wright. The 3 from Mitchell. Here's Allen. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. Precious Achiuwa picks one up. A different look for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Thompson. Strus comes in for Okoro. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Donovan Mitchell. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, BA, it's huge. And I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team. Well, the length of Allen causes defenses lots of problems. Difficult to guard without fouling at times.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Jerome, pounded by Wright. Hunter, a screen on Wright. Jerome passes to Mobley. Out to Thompson. He shoots a three.
2 minutes.
And it's New York with a rebound. Achua's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bridges passes to Wright. Now here's Towns. Anunoby with it. Covered by Strus. Outside Achua. Shoots over Mobley. New York again can't hit. And it's Cleveland's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Pass to Hunter. Tipped away. Wright with a steal. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Count that bucket. Anunoby's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Mobley deciding where to go with it. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Pass to Jerome. Out to Mobley. On the wing, Strus. Here's Jerome. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Mobley. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 6.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Anunoby can't get it to go. Cleveland leading by 6. Strus the pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
But Thompson does not mind the contact, and I think that bump sometimes even helps him focus more.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Outside Brunson. Lets the 3 fly. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Cleveland up by a healthy 8 points at the end of... Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
The center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Donovan Mitchell really having a great game.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So on the floor for New York, P.J. Tucker is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. Now here's Tucker, McBride. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. His teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie.
A special sequence from Mitchell. You have to be careful with the ball around him or he'll burn you.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Hunter comes in for Mobley. Here's Brunson. No points yet. Screen by Robinson. Brunson finds Tucker. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers lead by 13. Okoro on the wing. McBride covers. Outside Garland. It's deflected.
Good awareness from Hart. He interferes at the right moment.
For three. Connects from downtown.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Brunson against Garland. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Robinson with a steal. And now the Knicks on the break. The shot from the low post is good. Robinson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, it's pretty much a power play for Robinson. He's got the ability to just shrug off the defenders.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside Robinson. Screen by Robinson. Tucker with the ball. And it's Hunter picking him up. Brunson taking his time here. Over Garland. And it's Brunson missing. Cleveland leading by 8. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Allen. Garland's got his third bucket of the night.
Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
Brunson passes to Robinson. There's the drive. And a big finish by Robinson.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A different look for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Allen. Evan Mobley comes in for Darius Garland. And it's Strus in for Donovan Mitchell. Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent. And lately, he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, BA, fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
Stolen by Mobley. Strus finds Mobley. It's his first trip to the line.
His first team foul. At the line
He's off on the first.
Evan Mobley taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Minute 32 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. There's a screen. Pass to McBride. Back to Brunson. To the middle. Outside Robinson. 4 on the clock. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
Now here's Strus. Hunter passes to Okoro. Back to Hunter. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot, and Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good. Hunter. Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Towns is screen on Hunter. Pass to Towns. Here he goes. And the shot's good. Towns has got 6.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Strus the pass to Hunter. And here's Mobley. Pass to Allen. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Knocks down the triple. 10 points for him.
That's a key to provide some spacing for this offense if Jared Allen can be confident and knock down shots like that.
And Anunoby for three. Cavaliers with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The three from Okoro. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Cleveland with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Hunter in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And Cleveland has possession. After the basket by New York on the other end. That one goes. Count it. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Allen letting the offense know that you can lean on him from time to time.
Wright finds Bridges. Towns outside. Pass to Anunoby. To the left side wing. Here's Achua. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
Poke loose. It's stolen by Wright. And he lays it in on the break.
Such opportunistic basketball right there. And when they desperately needed it, too.
Hunter against Wright. Right side Mitchell. Outside Strus. From downtown. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at. Finding ways to get his guys good shots.
Here's Anunoby. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game for the Cavaliers. Okoro comes in for Strus, and Garland is subbed in for Hunter. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Wright, pass to Achua. 5 to shoot. Back to Wright. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. The Cavaliers lead by 8. Outside Garland. Mobley outside. Okoro outside. Allen inside. Covered by Towns. The 3 from Okoro. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bridges. Towns on a screen. Right outside. Anunoby on the wing. Oh, sweet move. Kicks it out, Towns. Back to Anunoby. Second chance effort. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Here's Mitchell. Count it. And now a 10-point Cleveland lead.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Achua with a screen on Mitchell. Achua against Mobley. Achua gets the bucket.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pass to Allen. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, and defenses are trying to get Jared Allen to shoot that kind of shot. This time, it didn't work.
Anunoby for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Now Garland. Right with a steal. On the break. Soft touch off the glass. And it's now only a 5-point Cleveland lead.
Way to capitalize on the mistake that leads to the bucket. Gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Now here's Garland. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Pretty silky smooth floater from Garland that time.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Towns, and he drives in.
Count it! All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Allen on the wing. Oh, stolen by Anunoby.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Wright.
Checking in for the Knicks.
And here comes Cleveland.
Jalen Brunson.
It's a 3-point game. Back to Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Yeah!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Substitution for your Cavaliers.
7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. So it's Cleveland winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Welcome, sports fan. And now the New York Knicks starters. Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's DeJuan Wright. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard position. And for the Suns, Dunn is out there with Durant. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Bull in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Hart with it. Fires the 3. Booker pulls it in.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. That one goes on Anunoby. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Don't lose track of OG Anunoby. He's put in real time to make that jumper legit.
Bull, a screen on Anunoby. KD's shot is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Hart. At the top of the key, Towns. Hart kicks to Towns. In the corner, Wright with it. Towns sets the pick for Wright. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Here's Durant. It's good. KD's got 11 points.
You love the efficiency of that play. Kevin Durant on the interior. Yes, sir.
Bridges with it. Now guarded by Dunn, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Hard against Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Durant, the pass to Booker. Back to Durant. The 3. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over the back.
To me, that's just a case of being too aggressive. You're out of position. Don't compound the problem by committing that foul.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing he can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 4. And Booker throws it down.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Pass to Bridges. Hart with it. Dunn covering. Anunoby a screen on Dunn. They get it again. Wright for 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Bull with it. Rebounded by Hart. Anunoby passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, for a man his size, Towns does a sensational job running the floor.
Durant for three. Offensive rebound. Bull. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Wright finds Towns. Out to Bridges. They set the screen. Clock at 6. On the wing, Anunoby. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And here's Booker from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense is... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Mikal Bridges. Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Wright in at the point guard position. 4 on the shot clock. Top of the key. Bridges misses.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Towns sets the pick for Hart. Back to Towns, stolen by O'Neal. And here is KD. 11 points in the game. And he's good on the 3-ball. Durant's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix.
And Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Bridges for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
KD on the wing. Done with a screen on Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Durant. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the whole floor is open for Kevin Durant offensively. Mid-range is his sweet spot, folks.
Here's Bridges, and there's the drive. Yes, that goes in. And that's now 9 points for Mikal Bridges.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. Oh, good on the triple. Knicks trail by 9. Towns down low. KD's on him. Anunoby with the screen for Wright. Off target from three-point range.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Dunn finds Booker. Outside, KD. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Very hard to deal with the quickness of OG Anunoby. Gets into his pull-up game with no hesitation. They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Bull. Allen comes in for Dunn. Bradley Beal's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Devin Booker.
A constant threat to score with the ball in his hands. Beal with a crafty move.
And here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Richards. Suns leading by 8. There's the pick. Nobody near Allen. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Brunson against Jones. Pass to Beal. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. Allen with the screen for O'Neal. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Phoenix. 58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brunson against Jones. Brunson the pass to Achua. Outside for Robinson. Here's McBride. Offline with his 3. Suns leading by 11. Allen surveying the D. And it's off from three-point range. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson a screen on Beal for 3. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks. Here's Beal. And Richards has it in the corner. And he drives in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And we've reached halftime in this one. Suns lead by 10. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Nick Richards out there with Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the point. Who's out there for Phoenix. Yeppa goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Achua. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Allen for 3. It's hauled in by Achua.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Tucker, stolen by Allen.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Finishes the break with a slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a 3-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Brunson with a clean look. Sinks the triple. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, Jalen Brunson. My goodness, that was deep.
Jones up top. Still yet to score. Knicks trail by 5. Brunson outside. Lets it go from 11. Pass to Achua. There's a screen by Robinson. From outside the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Count it. Brunson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
In close, Durant gets the bucket.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Here's McBride. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bull's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. O'Neal, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by McBride. Knicks trail by 4. And stolen by Dunn. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. The first free throw is good. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Jacks up a 3. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Fast break, here come the Suns. And that one, good. O'Neal's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
Bridges, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Dunn. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Dunn's got his first basket of the night.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
Here's Hart, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've got. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got Wright. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges. And it's Towns. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, you like the decision-making from OG Anunoby right there. Picking quality shots, gets into his jump shooting motion. Well done.
Durant kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Knicks trail by 9. Anunoby outside. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Booker with it. Now right defender. Bol dishes to Booker. Outside Durant. The Suns need to get a shot off. From deep three-point land. Bol can't hit.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's KD. Durant uses his size in close.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
Anunoby passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Bol. Booker looking around. That three off the mark. Knicks trail by 7 and pushing it up. Here's New York. And Wright kicks to Hart. Bridges a screen on KD. Hart, no good. Phoenix has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Good on the second free throw. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Knicks. 8-point game. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
O'Neal outside. Dunn sets a screen for O'Neal. From the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on KD. And that's an intentional foul.
Kevin Durant. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wright. Hart with the screen for Wright. Hart kicks to Wright. 5 on the clock. Anunoby with the screen for Wright. Plays it up and banks it in. And now just a 4-point Suns lead.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Here's Towns.
And Towns is so difficult to guard, and it doesn't matter if he's inside or outside. He's tough.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5.
For the Knicks, Paul Anthony Towns.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Hart kicks to Anunoby. Ball against Hart. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Phoenix leading by 5. here's Booker. Bol setting the pick for Booker. There's the triple from Durant.
The confidence of Kevin Durant. He gets it and takes the shot. Very simple. Catch and shoot, baby.
Anunoby outside. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
To the wing on the left. Bol finds Durant. Tipped away. Stolen by Anunoby. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
OG Anunoby, because of his athletic ability, can be special in the open floor. Nice finish there.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Right from outside. He doesn't hit that one. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
say we can expect a bruising battle between these two brands.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Allen outside. That 3's off the mark. Dunn outside. O'Neal passes to Durant. To the left wing. Banked it in off the glass.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Okoro outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard Jarrett Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
Here's Okoro. Coming off a Suns make. Garland. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Quick release jumper from Garland there, showing how fast he can get rid of it.
Booker with it. Picked up by Allen. Durant against Mobley. Puts up a 3. No good on the shot. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by O'Neal. Mitchell misses.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Pass to O'Neal. Outside Durant. Bull up top. Back to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
Now here's Allen. Mitchell with the ball. Defended by Dunn. Mitchell, the pass to Garland. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Dunn. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
The Suns lead by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Back to Durant. Takes it inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Offensive rebound. Outside for Mitchell. Oh, he slams it down right on top of Devin Booker.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Booker, the pass to Durant. Offline with a 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up, and he will put it down on you quick.
Here's Booker. The rebound by Allen. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 1. And Mitchell with the slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Booker with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul. In for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
It's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's Wade. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Nick Richards out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And that's how you finish at the rim. Beal leaving no room for error.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. The 3 from Okoro. Fires in the triple. Okoro's got his second basket on the night.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Booker. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. He can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
And so here's Phoenix, following the score by Cleveland. Booker no good. To the paint. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Mobley. Okoro up top. Hunter on the wing. Defended by Dunn. Clock at 4. Shoots from the baseline. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Three-pointer O'Neal. From beyond the arc and then some. O'Neal's got 5.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Hunter against Booker. Mobley, a screen on Booker. Hunter passes to Thompson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the Suns pushing it up now. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Now here's Beal. Stolen by Strus. And he lays it in off the breakaway. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
5 on the clock. Here's Plumlee. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Mobley passes to Thompson. Okoro outside. Back to Thompson. Strus up top, pounded by Beal. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. It's tipped, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Evan Mobley. And Darius Garland subbed in for Okoro. Garland against Jones. Beal outside. Jacks up a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Just a gritty shot by Beal, basically ignoring the coverage.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you've shared the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Ryan, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Mitchell. He has 6. Bradley Beal with a rebound.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Really left him alone that time. Allen's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Mitchell, fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. Phoenix leading by 6.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant, he's getting it done today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
On the court right now for Cleveland. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Jared Allen. And it's Garland in a point. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Richards. Oh, he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So it'll be Jared Allen shooting. It's going to be on Nick Richards. He's had just one attempt at the line earlier. And Grant, when you talk about consistency at officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Plumlee passes to Allen. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Right side Garland. And here's Strus outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Outside Jones. Allen on the wing. Plumlee against Allen. Garland comes with the double team. It's Beal on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. He shoots again. They get it back. Pass to Plumlee. Jones feels it out. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Suns lead by 7. And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A different look for Cleveland. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Hunter. And Okoro is subbed in for Strus. Mitchell, a screen on Booker. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Allen finds Garland. Here's Mobley. Outside Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
O'Neal on the wing. No good on the 3. Cavaliers trail by 4. To the paint. Allen with a screen on Booker. Garland for 3. The shot no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Durant against Mitchell. Durant, the pass to Dunn. Takes a 3. Buries it from 3. Dunn's got 6.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
Here's Mitchell with the drive. Here's Allen. Second shot opportunity. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Cole's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. And finished off by Bol.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
The Suns lead by 7. Dunn, the pass to Durant. From deep. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Okoro outside. And Garland with the basket on the assist by Okoro. Okoro's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Here's Garland going inside. Nice move. And he lays it up and in. Garland's got 6 here in the quarter.
Just slicing his way to the rack. This man is so crafty. I love it when Garland takes charge like this.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Strus comes in for Mitchell. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Garland. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Booker on the attack. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 7.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
Booker against Hunter. And he gets the bucket.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Isaac Okoro. First personal foul. First team foul.
He got it up. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Phoenix. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slip passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Bol Bol. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Clock is at 3. Bol finds Durant. Mobley grabs the board.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Pass to Thompson. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Strus. And Darius Garland subbed in for Hunter.
Look out below!
You got no chance of defending him right there. The Suns leading. And he commits the intentional foul. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Allie, thank you.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Durant against Mobley. Pass to Booker. Back to Durant. Oh, KD! Filthy!
Runs the offense smoothly. Durant special in that regard.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
On the wing, Mitchell, defended by Dunn. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Outside Mitchell, driving in. Just 4 to shoot. Mobley down low, guarded by Durant. Off target at the rim. Here's Booker. What balance from Booker.
Booker showing some power.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Right side Durant. Three-pointer. At the arc. KD drains it.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Now Garland. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
He is a leader on and off the floor. Garland, this man is a coach's dream.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Down low. Done. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Garland. He takes it in. Here's Mobley. Back to Garland. Pass to Okoro. Now Mobley. And he goes big with the dunk. Right over Kevin Durant.
Putting a little something extra on that one. Mobley showing off his skills and on that rim.
And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Easy money for KD inside.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
Garland with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Bol. And they get it back. Outside Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
Donovan Mitchell, huge bucket. That man is fearless.
Phoenix leading by 3. Outside Booker. 54 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. Bol. Pass to Durant. Rebound goes to Cleveland. Now here's Garland. He connects. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Booker. The shake. And it's in.
Okay, when you absolutely, positively need a bucket, Booker's your guy.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game. And Garland just delivers in a crucial moment. What a shot.
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
Devin Booker. 2 shots.
And even with the coach's challenge in play,
the officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
Mitchell cans it to force overtime.
This is as good as it gets. A big-time bucket to send it to OT.
Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And here's Booker. We've got Bol, Devin Booker out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's done in at the small forward position. Here's Bol. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. The free throw drops for Bol. Here's Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
Booker, the pass to Bowl. O'Neal on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal misses. The Cavs trailing. And it's Garland on the drive. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A minute into overtime of what's been a great one so far.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell bullies his way inside.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
Inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Garland. Outside for Mitchell. Allen outside. Okoro outside. It's intercepted. In transition. Here they come. Now here's Booker. Guarded closely.
Outstanding initiative from Booker. Terrific at earning these calls inside.
On the first, and that'll put him up 2.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Garland with the ball, now guarded by Booker. Outside Mitchell. Allen outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mitchell. Over Booker. Here's Allen. Puts the move on. Money.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. Dunn outside. Pass to Durant. Back to Dunn. Three-pointer. Laces one from 3.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Mitchell, the pass to Okoro. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Outside Garland. Back to Mitchell. The 3-ball. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Fires from way outside. Off on that one. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
And BA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
Talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
And here's Brunson outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Nobody near Allen. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Anunoby. And the 3 off target. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter 3s the last couple of seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 3-pointer drops in the tray. Brunson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Shooting while in rhythm, Brunson now becoming troublesome.
Knicks lead 8-2.
Garland with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And so just over a minute and a half played. His 2nd shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, Garland's able to work around the defense that time. Pretty agile from the small guard.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge, guys.
Thank you, David. Hits it from 3-point range. Brunson's got 9.
Man, that one's deep, showing you Brunson's got some confidence in the stroke here.
There's the pick. To the paint, and stolen by Anunoby. Here's Hart. Finished off the break. Hart's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Garland sinks it after the cagey pump fake. He's got 6.
And D. Garland on the attack there. A nice job on the drive.
First team foul.
New York leading by 8. Brunson with a clean look. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting. And tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter, exploding from the perimeter.
Here's Mobley. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Anunoby kicks to Brunson. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Allen outside. 1:19 left to play here in the first. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Knicks have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Stolen by Mitchell. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Mobley with the bounce pass. Allen with it. Hart covering. And there it is for him.
The defense has got to bring a little bit more. Hitting Allen like that is not going to prevent him from scoring.
Anunoby outside. Pass to Towns. Back to Anunoby. Shoots over Okoro. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Mitchell outside. Good on the shot.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Runs in the pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Launches a three. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Brunson's got 15 points.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Knicks out front. They're up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Knicks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Hunter.
Looking for some friendly competition as Hunter responds with a three-pointer of his own.
Brunson, a screen on Mobley. Hart, no good. Cleveland's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night to help your team be in a position to win games.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Max Strus has checked in for Cleveland. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
For three, Hunter. Here's Mobley. Crafty move, and Mobley throws it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And that one drops. Brunson's got 24 points.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translated.
Hunter for three. Bridges with the board. The Knicks leading by 7. And here's Brunson outside. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Evan Mobley. And it's Garland in for Mitchell. Hart kicks to Towns. And here's Brunson outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 30 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Totally in rhythm right now. The moment Brunson has the ball in his hands, right into that shot.
They grab their own miss. Allen passes to Hunter. Back to Allen. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer on the way. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, this is a new side of Tristan Thompson's game from deep.
Brunson outside. Brunson being aggressive.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Brunson, and Thompson sends it back.
Shooter just can't help but throw that ball into Tristan Thompson's hand.
Allen's shot is off. New York leading by 7. And stolen by Hunter. Ball going up court. Kicks it out to Garland. There's 37 seconds left here in the second. Here's Thompson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Thompson's got 5 now.
That's where TT does a lot of his damage. Foul line down.
It's too hard. Garland against Brunson. At the Hart. Shot clock at 6. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Hart.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Stolen by Brunson. And here's the fast break. It's up a 3. That shot missing. And so it's the New York Knicks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. We're shooting the ball tonight. Thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
How about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Mitchell a screen on right. High arcing shot. The rebound by McBride.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Second team foul.
Now here's Wright. Takes the 3.
Garland, at his size, has got to use his athleticism to be an effective defender.
A 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Just 4 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Garland's got 11 points. New York leading by 6. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
He's so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look. And clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's McBride. New York, no good that time either.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
For 3, Mitchell. The rebound by McBride.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Wound up there for Allen. Stolen by Robinson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Some nice passing by New York here. Plenty of space. Count it. Good. Robinson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Robinson stretching his limits on that play from the mid-range.
Mitchell is double. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Mobley. There's Garland. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Outside Robinson. From outside off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. A kick out to Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's Garland. Allen outside. Garland against Wright. Now, here's Garland. Tight defense on him, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
And he knocks down the first one. So New York ends up going with the new group. Cleveland also making some changes. Thompson comes in for Jared Allen. And Strus is subbed in for Okoro.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Brunson.
The attention Mikel had on that play helped him out to get that steal.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Okoro's checked in for the Cavaliers. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Garland. Hunter against Brunson.
Knicks foul.
And DeAndre Hunter is a plug-and-play type of wing. He can fit in anywhere.
Yeah, really good at spacing the floor, getting better at creating for himself, Kevin. And defensively, he's a solid on-ball defender that can switch up to multiple positions. Who in the league isn't looking for a talent like that?
Here's Brunson. The Cavaliers pull it in. Okoro wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. Okoro's got the lead up to 2 now for Cleveland. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Hunter with a screen on Hart. Okoro passes to Hunter. Here's Thompson. And he banks in the layup. And now a 4-point Cleveland lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brunson finds Hart. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Shot to stop the run. And Okoro pulls it down. Pass to Strus. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Knicks trail by 4. Hart is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Drills the three-pointer. Wright's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks.
A pretty free look for three-point range. The D forgot about it on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
Back to Hunter. Strus setting the screen for Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
I'd like to see Mikal get out there on the fast break and see that open opportunity.
Hunter for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For 3, Bridges. Can't hit that one. Cavaliers trailing. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Wade. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for DeAndre Hunter. Bridges, no one around him. And the 3-ball is good. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Bridges confident right now, and I'd like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Okoro kicks to Garland. Thompson right side. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Bridges. And here's Garland for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Knicks leading by 3. Hart, wide open. He fired. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Allen's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thanks, David. Garland against Anunoby. Garland kicks to Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists in the game. Anunoby passes to Wright. And the layup's good off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Garland with the bucket.
And Garland stepping up to knock one down.
And it's Wright with the ball for New York. They've led by as many as 11 points. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And the Knicks lead by 6.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Garland, the pass to out. And they recover it. Shoots over Anunoby. Here's Mobley, and another shot, and the layup is good.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, and you know who your warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
Towns, high post, pulls from the top of the key, and again, it's New York.
On the catch and shoot there, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of course out there.
And DeLon Rice gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Jalen Brunson was checked in for the Knicks. Mitchell finds Okoro. Mobley outside. Pass to Allen. A kick out to Mobley. Here he goes. It's rebounded by New York. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now here's Brunson. Covered by Okoro. At the Hart. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's Towns missing.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Kicks it out to Garland. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mitchell passes to Mobley. The turnaround jumper. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Bridges attacking. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Knicks lead 68-60.
Towns with the steal. Mobley with the block. So it's New York picking up the win. All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. We've got Bol. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the 3 slot.
You can see when a guy like Devin Booker sees a lane to the rim, he's going to exploit it.
And New York has possession, following the score by Phoenix. And it's Brunson missing. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Kevin Durant and what his plan is for trying to contain him, and Coach said, quote, "We don't want him to get into a rhythm. That's when he's most dangerous." I told our guys to get up in his airspace and make him feel the pressure. An aggressive approach, but certainly a wise one when it comes to a player like KD. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Anunoby. Towns with the ball. Guarded now by Bol. Anunoby. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Here's Brunson, coming off a Suns make. Launches it. He drops it from range.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Here's Booker. Pass to Durant. Bol, a screen on Anunoby. Durant for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Booker against Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Rebounded by Dunn.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
That's good from Bol. On the assist by Durant.
Kevin Durant sees the game as well as any player, and with his size and vision, that combination is lethal.
Towns passes to Brunson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brunson's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Towns has got room. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. And that ties it up.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Out to the right wing. Here's Dunn. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Anunoby with it. Durant covering. Corner shot. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
The kick out to Brunson. Fires from deep. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bol's got 4 rebounds now. Outside O'Neal. To the inside. And finished off by Bol.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Durant. Dunn outside. Pass to O'Neal. 4-3. It's rebounded by New York. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brunson taking his time here. Arc from long range. Connects from downtown.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
Outside Durant. Bull, screen on Anunoby. Durant, the pass to O'Neal. An open look for Booker. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And credit him for understanding the situation.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. The Suns on top, up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for New York starting the second.
16.
And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. Dunn outside. Booker, the pass to Durant. Takes a 3. Hart pulls it in.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Durant surveying the D. Durant, so effective inside.
You love the efficiency of that play. Kevin Durant on the interior. Yes, sir.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Here's Durant. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Durant's got 9.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Booker. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
Boy, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
It's Hart on the wing. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Oh, I'm sure he can't either.
And stolen by Bridges. Outside Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Knocks it down from distance.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
Durant with a screen on Bridges. O'Neal passes to Booker. The 3. Here's Bull. Dunn outside. Pass to O'Neal. And there's a pick. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. He has 6.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Outside Hart. Lets the 3 fly. And again, New York with the triple.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Knicks lead 26-25.
Jones drives in. And it's good. 2 points. Jones has gotten his first points in this one.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Brunson passes to Towns. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Suns leading. Allen outside. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. Beal finds Allen. Off target with the 3. New York has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Stolen by Jones. Here's Richards. Out to Beal from the arc. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 17-footer. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Brunson. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Knicks lead.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Beal. Yet to see a basket. One second left. No good on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Nick Richards out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Jones in at the 1.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
30. Out of bounds. Phoenix ball.
Jones against Wright. Back to Jones. Pass to Allen. From downtown. On target from range. Allen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's McBride. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Tucker with a screen on Beal. The offensive rebound. For 3, Robinson. He can't hit that time. The Suns lead by 4. Allen outside. Pass to Beal. Allen against Tucker. Richards with a screen. 6 to shoot. Allen can't get it to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. And so it's an underrated advantage, BA.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And the basket by Beal.
No one better to answer with the 3 ball than Mr. Bradley Beal.
Robinson, a screen on Jones. And here's Wright from the arc. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Yeah, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Back to Beal. Here's the 3. Counted from distance. Beal's got 9.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Achua with a screen on Beal. Outside Achua. Here's Robinson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Beal, the pass to Jones. Beal with a screen on Wright. Jones from outside. And the Suns get another three.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Outside McBride, and it's stolen by Plumlee. And here comes the break. Here's Beal, and then Beal with the dunk.
Well, the speed and athleticism of Bradley Beal on display, streaking out for the early offense.
Right, pass to McBride. Robinson, a screen on Beal. The basket counts. McBride's got his second basket of the night.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
1:02 left to play in the third quarter. Beal, and the basket is good. 13 points in the game.
The consistency of Beal's scoring has been terrific. And, of course, his teammates keep working hard to facilitate to him.
Gets the three to fall.
Since the break, it feels like an entirely new game.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
48-43.
Beal outside. This one for three. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Robinson, right outside. Throws it up high, and that's going to be a travel.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
A new lineup here for New York. The Suns lead by 8.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Up in time. And that's not going to go. And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. The kick to Durant. From outside the arc. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Anunoby. Three-pointer. They get it back. Out to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Hart passes to Bridges. Goes up with it again. Towns for 3. Sinks the tray.
Boy, what a pleasure to have a big man who can shoot the basketball like Towns. That's a pretty 3.
Pass to Bowl.
54-46.
Durant inside. Anunoby covering. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Of course, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, BA, about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently, anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Booker. It's Booker in the open floor.
Now, part of that is recognizing the spacing, and Booker so good at finishing on the break.
To the middle. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Booker, the pass to O'Neal. Beyond the arc. And it's New York with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly. Puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
Three-pointer, O'Neal. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Knicks trail by 8. 3-on-3. And here's Brunson. The three is up. 4-3. Brunson nails it.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Phoenix leading by 5. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Wright's checked in for New York.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining.
It's stolen by Wright. Outside Hart. There's the triple. And again, New York with the triple.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Booker with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up for 3. Durant nails it from 3.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Wright drives it. Here's Hart. Back to Wright. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. Wright's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, massive three-point shot. I mean, you can tell he wants to step up for his team in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Outside Anunoby. Kicks it out Towns. It's Hart on the wing. Towns on the screen to take the lead. No good there.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Booker against Bridges. Left side Durant. Outside O'Neal. Jacks up a 3. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit.
Done. First personal foul. First team foul.
Hart from long range. Bull grabs the board. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And Booker with the jam. And it's a 7-point Phoenix lead.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
Bridges at the line, 2 shots.
So he gets them both. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Durant. Puts up a deep 3. No good. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to